The price of Bitcoin had an amazing end to the week, finishing the week at approximately $20,737. However, I want to bring something to your attention now that might not come with too much kind of cheer, because we have bad news. We have something that's opened up called a CME gap on the price of Bitcoin. Currently, the CME gap is sitting at $19,895, just below the $20,000 level. And the real question is that CME gap on the price of Bitcoin going to close? And what is the likelihood of that happening? Are we expecting a price drop on Monday? Because from my perspective right now, that doesn't seem out of the question. You've got to bear in mind, Bitcoin has shot up so significantly in price. If we measure the actual size of this pump from bottom to top where it is right now, it's approximately 26%. So to have a retrace of a little bit, it kind of makes a little bit of sense, and also it'd be a great way to start off the week, retrace, and then bounce back to the upside. But of course, how am I positioning myself right now? Well, if you were following the channel yesterday, you'll know I made a bit of a cock up because I placed a short position on Bitcoin and closed my trades a little bit too early, but again, nonetheless, we took $40,000 of profit. It really makes no difference at the end of the day. But I opened up this small short position, which is currently sat in a small $2,000 loss. Kind of a funny one, being that opened it up, not really expecting much from it, and $2,000 loss. What can you say? It's one of them things. However, will this position get an opportunity to close back near a break even? I kind of think that is the case. I am somewhat expecting a drop down on Monday morning on the price of Bitcoin due to a few reasons. A, does it make sense to continue this ascent at this pace? No, we need now some accumulation in this kind of period where we're currently sat. If we zoom out on the daily Bitcoin chart and switch to the auto scale here, so you can see what we're looking at right now, we have a very, very key level of resistance that we need to break here. That key level of resistance is sitting right here at $21,500, give or take a little bit. We need to break $21,500. At the point where we break $21,500, we officially break the long-term of long-term downtrends. Even though we broke this downtrend, we broke this downtrend, we broke this downtrend, we've broken most of them. But we've got one left, and it's at $21,500. We break $21,500, we go to the moon. But unfortunately, of course, we do have this CME gap currently sitting about $19,880, somewhere around that level. So it does make sense that come Monday morning, we have a little bit of retrace and we come down and close that gap. Hence why I'm leaving my short position open right now. What a pump, though, the other day. I'm not complaining at all. To make one little bad trade, but with a week of amazing trades and $40,000 profit, I'm not complaining at all. So that's what we're expecting. So in terms of the short term, what are we expecting for the rest of the weekend? If we drop down now onto the 1 hour chart, you can see the price of Bitcoin is currently kind of consolidating between $21,500 at the top here and approximately $20,200 down at the bottom. It's actually quite a range, is that, given how much percentage that is. It's about a 5% range, as you can see right there, about a 5% range. So it is quite significant. However, I would be expecting from here, I don't know. It's actually quite interesting because, as I've explained before, every time the VWAP drops, or rather the price drops below the bottom of the VWAP, we pump to the upside, pump to the upside. But again, we pump back to the upside, but I don't know if this move is finished. It could be that we do what we've done in the past. And this is also another realistic scenario whereby when you break a trend, such as when Bitcoin completely broke the uptrend at $30,000, we actually opened up a CME gap at $28,000, and there remains a CME gap at $28,000. Not all CME gaps close. It's important to point that out. What is CME? CME is Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It's a US exchange that trades Bitcoin. It shuts on a Friday, it reopens on a Monday, and generally Bitcoin's price follows whatever this exchange is doing. I have no idea why. It's one of them self-fulfilling prophecies, essentially. Everybody just thinks it happens, so therefore people trade it, and then it happens. It's one of them. Will it happen again? I don't know, because it is a long way away right now. We're about $1,000 away. We had all of this pump after the CME gap had already closed. So it's quite interesting. Are we going to get that drop down? I want to know what you think. Comment your thoughts in the video description. But essentially, if we got that drop down, the CME gap is sat at this level right here. It wouldn't be the most unrealistic thing to expect kind of continuation of this trend throughout the course of the weekend, a quick drop to the downside, and then form some kind of like inverse head and shoulders pattern, and then break back to the upside. That seems to me like a fairly realistic scenario whereby we could expect more upside. However, it's also important to point out that on the hourly chart right now, look at these volume bars. When we're dropping out of this range right here, look where the next level of support is sitting. The next level of support is sitting somewhere around $19,000. So could Bitcoin's price come all the way back down to 19? I mean, it's quite possible. It wouldn't be a bearish thing if that happened. Ultimately, it'd be a bullish retest off the outside of this old level of resistance. I ultimately don't think that would be bad at all. I think that'd be quite good and bullish for the price to have some element of price consolidation. However, we've seen in the past when Bitcoin tries to break out of a bearish downtrend after a long period of time, it just ignores all kind of rules and everything from the past, and it just goes up. It just ignores everything because it doesn't always need to do these things. And also bear in mind, there is a gap at $28,000. We might just head to fill the $28,000 gap instead of the gap that we've now made at $19,800. If that gap at $19,800 stays open, though, understand that will be a magnet for the future, and it's quite likely at some point in time Bitcoin's price would go down and fill that level. So, in other words, Bitcoin, it's kind of hard to decipher what to do right now. I'm not currently in an open trade other than my current short position that's going shockingly badly. I don't really care though, because we made too much money last week to really care, so it's fine. Yeah, in terms of this trade right here, I probably hope to close it come Monday morning, and then really I'm looking for long positions. I don't want to be shorting this market right now. It's not a smart idea to short this market right now. From my perspective, I see a few people going, oh yeah, bull trap, bull trap, bull trap. I've seen bull traps before. Bull traps are different than this. This isn't a bull trap. This is recovery. This is a spike that we've needed for a long time in crypto. If you look at the chart right here on the price of Bitcoin on the daily, you can see we go all the way down and then all the way back up again. It's inevitable. Bitcoin fills these gaps in its liquidity over periods of time. So I guess when it comes to the price of Ethereum, what are we looking at? Well, also understand that Ethereum opened up a CME gap at $1,459. The current price of Ethereum is at $1,532, meaning that if it was to close the CME gap, essentially it would come back down and retest the outside of this long-term level of resistance. Again, not a wholly unrealistic thing to expect. Now, looking at the chart here, how realistic is that? Well, we came into this liquidity range, we got rejected out of this liquidity range to come back down into the lowest levels here. I think that seems, again, somewhat realistic. However, I don't intend on trading that particular move. I'm waiting for something more solid in the markets before open a large trade again. Ultimately, I want to be in a long position on the price of Bitcoin. I want to be in like a $500,000 to at least $1 million worth of long positions on Bitcoin if we are going to start heading back to the upside. So I need to plot that and plan that so that we absolutely strike it right and get it right, because we had it right completely all the way up of the last bull run, made millions and millions of dollars, and it was fantastic. And I want the same thing to happen again, especially if we're heading back into a bullish period of time. Understand that energy prices are decreasing very significantly. In December, energy prices decreased by 16%. That gives people more money. It gives people more leeway. The price of fuel declining from £2 a litre down to £1.50 a litre is significant. That's a 25% decrease is that. So that's giving people more money. It's giving them more money in their pockets, and therefore they're looking to invest that money rather than keeping it in a bank account, because the bank account still, their interest rates are lower than inflation. So therefore they're looking for other things to do with their capital. So anyway, when it comes to the price of Ethereum, what are the price levels of which to watch? Well, let's drop down onto the lower time frame here of the hourly chart and assess, look, if we saying that we've dropped to the bottom of the VWAP, and you know what happens when we drop to the bottom of the VWAP, we should head back to the upside. I don't favor the CME gap, you know. It don't look like it's going to happen. It really doesn't look like it's going to happen. I'm open to the situation. I think it should probably happen based off the past history of it. But I don't know if it's going to happen. It doesn't look like it should. Given this anyway, it really doesn't look like it should. The only thing that I can say here is, look, if we should continue in theory, drop into the downside, fill this level of liquidity right here, and then bounce back to the upside. We have this control line going across the screen right here that basically shows the previous kind of major level of support of liquidity, which is currently standing about exactly where the CME gap is. So that's where you would expect the price to return to. But in terms of price action, it looks pretty good. So what I would say for Ethereum and Bitcoin, first of all, for Ethereum, though, if it breaks above $1,565, that's a break to the upside, is that? And I'll be going long on Ethereum and sod the CME gap. If we look at Bitcoin, the same kind of situation. This is Bitcoin dominance. Sorry, I'll look at Bitcoin dominance in a second. Same kind of situation, though. If on Bitcoin, we break through this barrier right here at the top of this at $21,000, I will be going long on Bitcoin. We're currently not that far away from it. And bear in mind that on Monday morning may cause a huge influx of buyers of Bitcoin, especially from the stock market. By the way, guys, this is coming out soon. Crypto Saving Expert. Please go to cryptosavingexpert.com and sign up to the mailing list. I would really, really appreciate that, so then I can keep you up to date when the website goes live. However, back to the charts right now. What are we looking at? Another thing that I've been looking at quite a lot recently is Solana, because Solana, of course, bottomed out here around $8. It's since shot up now to $22.79. However, I feel like after it got rejected from the downside here, for me, this is, as soon as Solana starts breaking above $25, I think it is, yeah, $25, as soon as Solana breaks above $25, bull market starts again. Why does bull market start again? Well, because Solana has possibly one of the most bearish negative sentiments in crypto. And I think it'll be an amazing bull market indicator for the fact that the bull market has officially begun when Solana breaks through $25. That is what I would expect in terms of, as soon as Solana breaks that level, it means that buy liquidity is back. It means that liquidity is back. It means that people are making money again. And at that point in time, you'll see liquidity flooding in like no tomorrow. So that could be very, very exciting. Now, of course, if you're interested in trading these things, please do check out the links in today's video description to BITGET, of which I've currently got $10,000 in. And I want you to tell me, what trade you think I should place with this $10,000? Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll be replying to as many of you as possible with my thoughts on your trade suggestions. But check out BITGET. You'll find a link in today's video description. The other exchange you should check out would be BYBIT. Of course, I trade on both BYBIT and BITGET. BYBIT is the exchange where I'm currently short Bitcoin and only losing $2,000. It's nothing. It's not. I mean, just look at this, for example. I've even paid my staff's wages already this month. But if we go over to the account balance, this account in the, I'm not taking it. Yeah, I've taken it all out of the derivatives account now. So in the spot account right now, I've got $78,000. And this, I only had one Ethereum in this account last week, and I only had like $7,000 of USDT. So this is fantastic. Also, I've already paid my staff out of the profits. That's what's left over. What an amazing week we've had trading crypto here on TMG Trades YouTube channel. And if you have enjoyed this week, please do slap a like on today's video. We're trying to get 500 likes. I forgot to mention it at the start of today's video, but if you wouldn't mind, we're not going to get that many likes on this video. So please do slap a like on it. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit on this channel 500,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So please do join us on this magical cryptocurrency journey where we aim to make millions of dollars again, just like we did back in 2020 and 2021. 2022, terrible year, absolutely horrific. But so far, 2023 has been almost as profitable as the entire year as 2020 for me, which is saying something. 2020 was a great year. And so far, January this month, amazing. What a month so far. We look like 2023 is going to be a great year for crypto. So subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Be careful trading and check out the links in today's video description. Also, if you don't have any Bitcoin and you want to know where to buy Bitcoin, buy it on Tap Global. You'll find a link for that in today's video description. One of the cheapest exchanges to actually buy Bitcoin on because it uses an exchange aggregator. So check that out. Link in today's video description. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.